And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. Paul Goldschmidt looks to notch a hit in his 30th consecutive game. Next. Robert Gesellman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Here's Javier Baez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to employ that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte as he hits one on a line to left field, and he is in there. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about, hey, you're having a really good streak?
I would say 5 is probably a really good.
So this guy's raking right now.
30 games. You know what I think of when I think of 30 games? That's a month of sleeping with just nice dreams every night. One knock every game for a month. Pretty special.
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Jake Lamb standing in now. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Lagares to the track. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The pitcher's jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position and is in danger of letting this thing get completely away from him. We'll see if he can put out the fire here or if the inferno rages on.
Digging in, David Peralta. And when you get a look at the splits, he's really owned right-handers thus far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball right side. Gonzalez is up with it. Spin throw gets him at first. A great play, but a run will come in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he rips it on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Arizona's on top, 3-0. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Popped him up. Goldschmidt on the move. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 0-2 once more. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Greinke's ready. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First two batters of the game.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow. It's a 2-run homer for Steven Souza. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
In now, Javier Baez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a bouncing ball hit to Frazier down to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
Standing in, Ketel Marte. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Towards second. And this is taken for the out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Conforto facing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Mets nothing. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No ball.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Career line against Greinke. He has 7 hits in 40 tries. He also has 1 home run. In there at the knees, strike 1. And that one just missed outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting 6, third baseman, Todd
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Todd Frazier. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. One and two now.
2 strike.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Chopped weakly up the first base line, but that one rolls foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Nolan Arenado, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Lagares, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in, Jake Lamb. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. Conforto comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 7, David Peralta.
Stepping in, David Peralta, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Cabrera's there on to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Stick around. We'll see Adrian Gonzalez lead things off after the break. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Mets nothing. Here's Adrian now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And there's one down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Hit out towards second. There's Baez on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting ninth, catcher, Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Greinke gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Good work there by Zack Greinke. And it remains a 5-0. Settling in now, Yasmani Tomas as we begin the top of the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Up next for Arizona, Jonathan Lucroy. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Steven Souza.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back.
And gone up into the second deck.
It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Seth Lugo answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as he drives a liner to right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. It's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Stepping into the box, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cabrera has a play, and that ends the inning. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Baez ranging into shallow right. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there, up and away. That breaking ball, Dero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. There to handle it is Tomas, and there are 2 away now. Next for the Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. The high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mets nothing. Ready for another shot now. Jake Lamb. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter, Jake Lamb.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. From the stretch. Line drive, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batter, left fielder, Yasmani Tomas.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reyes.
He's out.
Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Popped him up. Cabrera is calling for it, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Mets nothing. Here's Jay Bruce now.
This one doesn't look good so far.
Right.
Down.
Fielder, Jay Bruce.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Pops this one up. Marte is there for it. 1 out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Now to the plate, Todd Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled off. Started that swing a bit too early.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Greinke looks in. Here he comes 0-1. And this is fouled at the plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Still 8-0. Steven Souza will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Steven Souza. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. Soft liner towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Stepping in now, Ketel Marte.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt.
He swings and lines it to left.
In there, a base hit.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the D-backs tack on courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the D-backs 9 and the Mets nothing. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced? Other than it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over .500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over .500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Into the box now, Travis d'Arnaud. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. And it's fouled away. At third, Arenado. Throw gets him, 2 down.
A shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
So stepping in, Jose Reyes. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Greinke steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's cut on and missed as Reyes falls behind here, 0-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 9-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. At the plate, David Peralta. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, base hit.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
Digging in to try it again, Yasmani Tomas. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Steven Souza will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On a line, that's a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 10-0 score.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Conforto ranging forward. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. One more look at the full extension catch that strands 2 men on the base paths. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here as that's going to be all tonight for Zack Greinke. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Randall Delgado comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Randall Delgado.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. 2-1 to Juan Lagares.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike. You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Now the 0-1. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now a foul tip held onto by Lucroy. Well done there to record the strikeout. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 2 out, nobody on. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Goldschmidt in foul ground, and that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Down in order go the Mets. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
He's set and the pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Nolan Arenado hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Hard hit ball to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the Diamondbacks on in order, but they're still in front, 10-0.
Leading up for the Mets, right fielder.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Here's Todd Frazier now. His previous meetings with Randall Delgado. He's 5 for 14. He's taken him deep once. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And there's a swing and a miss as Adrian finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
This is why this...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. The 7 train making its stops just outside Citi Field as we welcome you back inside for the remainder of baseball on the show. Now in the box, David Peralta. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares giving chase. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Yasmani Tomas, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Ready once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away. They finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Into the box now, Steven Souza.
As he hits one on a line to left field.
Conforto is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. D-backs are down on 4 pitches, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of...
Second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Mike Clevenger, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Mike
In there, and it's 0-1. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Next up for New York, Travis d'Arnaud. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Lucroy is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
A shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
Mets down to their final out now, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Nope,
and a breaking ball stays outside.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The Mets down to their final strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. Arizona jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Greinke picks up his league-leading 13th win, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Robert Gesellman allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious